tell you this, Dr. Stan Harris, as some of you know, I mean, Mother's Day just passed, of course, and my greatest mentor, my mother, passed away. By the way, my acronym for mother, most outstanding teacher heaven ever released. Now, unfortunately, in my case, my mom went to heaven early. She was only 49 years of age. I was like 30 at the time. But, man, bless her memory. Wow. Zig Ziglar, one of my great mentors, you know, he passed. Zig was the one that said, help enough people get what they want, you get everything you want. My main mentor, William E. Bailey, is now gone, my friend. He's passed on. And so listen, I'm telling you, these old soldiers are passing on. But I tell you, Bill Bailey, think about it. He no running water, grew up in the hills of Kentucky, you know, wasn't super educated, but guess what? Ended up building a company that was grossing $64 million a month back in the 70s. No email, no fax machine, none of that. He won the Horatio Alger Award along with Ray Kroc, you know, founder of McDonald's, Ross Perot, and others. So I'm telling you, my friend, it's powerful. My most powerful training I do is called The Magic and the Mystery of the Home-Based Business Industry, based on a conversation I had with Jim Rohn and Bill Bailey when we were speaking together in Wyoming. But I want you to hear this powerful training. There was about, I guess, in 2005, and I built a team from 0 to 22,000, and I was earning over 6 figures a month. And by the way, the company just hired me as a teacher, a trainer. But when I train for companies, I'll build along the way. But watch this. Mr. Bailey was gracious enough, came out of retirement and joined my team. We had 13 multimillionaires. Said, if Mr. Bailey's out of retirement, what I got to do to join your team? And so listen, incredible days we had. But this is part of the training, a little snippet. And then we'll close out with his powerful poem, The Warrior Song. But please, my friend, watch this. Pass this around. Just don't let these old soldiers die.
My name is William Bailey, and I want to take this opportunity to address something that probably is one of the most often asked questions in our country today. It seems that the age of entrepreneurship, literally hundreds of thousands of people are starting their own personal business. And I've often thought, why is that happening now? And I think, first of all, high technology has made available many more tools than we had when I started my own business back in 1959. And I also think that the downsizing, the polite word for firing, has caused a lot of people to have a vague sense of unease about their careers. I think currently the automobile business in total is laying off some 60,000 people in the next 2 years. And these are people that are used to having jobs which paid for their homes, it paid for their cars, hopefully had a savings account, and suddenly in 2 years they face that being gone. So there's a tremendous interest in today's world of how about your own business? How safe is it? What can you do to guarantee its successful growth, if you will? Well, it was my pleasure to start a small corporation many years ago, and through the help of a lot of people and a sincere desire to succeed and a willingness to pay the price of effort and to learn as I progressed how to do it better and adapt to new technologies, if you will. We managed to build that company into 10 countries. When I retired in '74 with a heart attack, doing around $63 million a month. Now, there's no magic wand. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Number one, you must have the sincere desire to have a better lifestyle. A lifestyle can mean new home, new swimming pool, new car, trust fund for your children. It can mean any of those things. And number two, that desire you must have. No one can give it to you. Number three, you must consider it a career. This is not going to try it and see if it works things. You're actually going to do this. You're going to find out what information you need. You're going to talk to whomever is successful, and if nothing else, copy them. And today, the use of modern technology, some people have taken it to a real high level. We now have a world market. It's very possible, depending on your product and the price and the size, and there are people who can advise you as to the possibility of successfully marketing your products strictly on the internet, for example. Others will recommend that perhaps you should place them in stores. Others will recommend that, well, you ought to create a personal sales force because maybe your products require demonstration, which is quite extreme. So depending on the kind of product you have, the price of the product can be very important. The amount of knowledge required to transmit to a prospective customer before they want to buy the product, all these things come into play. But you can find them out. You can find people who are successful in each one of these things. You can find people who are experts at the internet. And if your product fits within the programs they can design, boy, you are really fortunate because that is perhaps the wave of marketing of a large majority of products in the future. For example, Amazon.com is now doing a tremendous business in books. And I think this last Christmas, about 21% more people bought their Christmas gifts off the internet than the previous year. This is indicative that high technology is going to make itself felt in the marketing world in the way of delivering goods and products to the consumer. So consider that very strongly. Find out people who are doing it successfully. Investigate. And as Shakespeare said, straight satisfy yourself as to the truth of it. Depending on you, your products, the shape, the size, the amount of demonstration required before a customer will buy them, this will determine some of the ways that you should think of marketing your product. But one thing for sure, a job will give you a living. Your business will give you a fortune. I thank you for listening. Good luck.
Come up
God bless.
over the top of the mountain, walk down a meadow of wildflowers. It was like a wave of water, except it was light. And what you're about to hear just appeared in my mind and never went away. And it goes like this. The sun kisses the mountaintop and glistens on its face of snow and slowly climbs into the sky above and lights the valley below. And for each of us that this day awakes, a miracle takes place. For once again we walk our earth and own all upon its face. And the past regrets and future fears of yesterday's cloudy mind are blown away with the light of day and seem so far behind. For each of us, with the light in the east, our life renews again. And with the help of God, we will find the cause that makes us want to win. For a man without a goal in life is a man who's already dead. His mind wanders from place to place, and he walks on feet of lead. He has no reason to stretch his mind, no spirit to stir his soul. His name is not even in the book when destiny calls the roll. Better to take the wine of life and drink both deep and long, and greet each day because you're here to stay, and sing your warrior's song. For the battle of life is joined, and you must fight long and true.
Yes.
For in this strife, it's the game of your life, and the only loser is you. So gird up your loins with courage, answer the trumpet's call, lose or win. You can say at the end, this was the greatest of all.
More importantly than remember, let's raise up some younger soldiers. So God bless you. Make it a super fantastic